Picture this.
no.
You're rushing to catch a train in 1835. You check your pocket watch. It's 5 minutes to 2. You sprint
Blast
to the
it.
platform only to discover the train left 3 minutes ago. But here's the twist. Both you and the station master were absolutely correct about the time. Welcome to pre-railway Britain, where every town marched to the beat of its own clock. London's noon was Bristol's 10 past 12. Glasgow lagged 17 minutes behind Edinburgh. This wasn't stubbornness. It was astronomy. Each community set their clocks by the sun's highest point overhead. This worked brilliantly until steam changed everything. Today, we're exploring how Britain's railways didn't just revolutionize transport. They rewrote time itself. Our story begins exactly 200 years ago. On 27th September 1825, George Stephenson's locomotion number 1 hauled, the world's first passenger railway service along the Stockton and Darlington line. At a blistering 12 miles per hour, it was faster than any horse. Within 5 years, Stephenson's rocket had proven steam's superiority at the Rainhill trials, reaching an unprecedented 30 miles per hour. Suddenly, Britain was gripped by railway mania. By 1840, over 1,300 miles of track crisscrossed the country, but speed brought chaos. A journey from London to Brighton that once took 2 days by stagecoach now took just 2 hours by train. Time differences that had been irrelevant when traveling at walking pace became critical when racing at 40 miles per hour. Imagine the confusion. Passengers consulting London-printed timetables while standing beneath station clocks, showing local time. Goods trains arriving on time, according to their schedule, but late according to local clocks. The faster Britain moved, the more fractured time became. The solution was revolutionary. Ignore the sun, follow the railway. In November 1840, the Great Western Railway took the bold step of standardizing all their operations to London time, specifically Greenwich Mean Time from the Royal Observatory. This railway time spread like wildfire. Other companies followed suit, realizing that coordinated timetables meant efficient operations and satisfied customers. By 1847, most of Britain's railways operated on Greenwich time. The public's reaction was mixed. Church bells still chimed local noon, while station clocks showed railway noon. Some ingenious clockmakers even created timepieces with 2-minute hands, one for God's time, one for the railway's time. Newspapers mocked this railway tyranny, but passengers adapted quickly. After all, missing your train because of a time dispute was far more inconvenient than adjusting your pocket watch. The turning point came with the Electric Telegraph Act of 1880. Parliament declared Greenwich Mean Time the legal standard across Britain and Ireland. We became the first nation on Earth to adopt a single time zone, not through royal decree or scientific conference, but because our railways demanded it. This wasn't merely administrative tidiness, it was economic necessity. By 1880, Britain's railway network carried 600 million passengers annually. Every missed connection, every scheduling confusion, cost money. Railway time had evolved from convenience to commercial imperative. But the stakes were higher than profit margins. They were literally life and death. The Slough Railway disaster of 1900 demonstrated this brutally. An express train driver, confused about the correct time, failed to observe a danger signal. His locomotive plowed into a stationary local train at full speed. 5 passengers died. 35 suffered injuries. The subsequent inquiry was damning. Better time synchronization and stricter watch protocols could have prevented the tragedy. Every railway worker now understood that their timepiece wasn't jewelry. It was safety equipment. This lesson echoed across the Atlantic. The 1891 collision at Kipton, Ohio, occurred when a conductor's watch stopped for 4 minutes, causing 2 trains to occupy the same track. The aftermath transformed American railroad timekeeping forever. American railroads introduced the strictest chronometer standards in history. Railroad watches became precision instruments, open-faced cases for quick reading, bold numerals against white dials, accuracy within 30 seconds per week. Official timekeepers inspected every watch regularly. Fail the test, lose your job. In Britain, the approach was subtly different but equally rigorous. Station masters maintained regulator clocks, precision timepieces connected to Greenwich via telegraph. Guards, drivers, and signalmen synchronized their watches against these regulators before every shift. These weren't mere procedures, they were rituals of safety. In an age before radio communication, a reliable timepiece was often the only thing standing between routine operation and catastrophic collision. Railway time's influence extended far beyond Britain's shores. By 1884, representatives from 25 nations gathered in Washington for the International Meridian Conference. They established the global time zone system we still use today, centered on the Greenwich Meridian. What began as a practical solution for British train timetables had become the framework for planetary timekeeping. From New York to Tokyo, from Sydney to Stockholm, the world now marched to the rhythm, first imposed by steam locomotives. 2 centuries after locomotion number 1's inaugural journey, we remain governed by railway discipline. Every smartphone notification, every Zoom meeting, every flight departure, all descendants of that revolutionary decision to prioritize punctuality over the sun's ancient authority. The railways didn't just connect our cities, they synchronized our civilization. And that's the remarkable legacy of railway time. If this journey through history has captured your imagination, why not join our community of time travelers? Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We've got more fascinating stories from Britain's industrial past coming your way. And tell us in the comments, what's the most interesting historical timepiece you've encountered? Until next time, keep exploring the past that shaped our present.